So how is it to be back on the ice with your teammates?
Yeah, it's awesome. It's special. I think I took you kind of take it for granted being around the team and how much the boys mean to you. But it's just good to be back. I don't want to get too emotional about it, but it's awesome. I'm just happy. It's been a long road for me, and I'm just happy to be back around the fellas.
How has this road been for you? Can you describe the last couple of months and what you've been going through?
Yeah, it's been a lot, but honestly, I've had a lot of people supporting me. The boys, upper management, ownership, the fans even have my back. So it just means a lot to get that support. It was definitely a couple of hard days, a lot of long days, but I just had a lot of people in my corner, and it just means a lot. So it's definitely been good.
Shane, how did you get there? How did you where did you spend the last since the suspension, anyways, to kind of get ready for this?
Yeah, a lot of it was back home. I came up here about 3 weeks ago now. But back home, I had a skating coach there. He was kind of keeping me upbeat and keeping me ready. Just been working out. I just felt like I needed to be around my family. It wasn't an easy couple months, but just around my family. And then I came here about 3 weeks ago, started to get going, and all settled in, and I'm just ready to go.
Did you feel like when you got word that you were being investigated and you had to go to the league office, that all catch you off guard?
A little bit. I don't want to, like I said, I don't want to get too much into detail about it, but definitely was caught off guard a bit. It just kind of came out of nowhere, and kind of went from there.
How does a player react when they find out 41 games? It's so significant.
Yeah, it broke my heart, honestly. I think I care about this game so much. I put so much time and effort into it, and just to kind of get it taken away from you for that long. It's just tough to hear. I mean, you're kind of at shock at first, and then you just kind of lean on the people around you to kind of get you through it. And I don't think I could have done that without, my family around me, my friends, the boys checking in on me all the time. And but yeah, it's definitely tough, but we're at the finish line here, and I'm just excited for it, honestly.
What did it feel like to step on the ice today and just be back with the team?
Yeah. Kind of just surreal. I mean, it kind of sounds corny, but I've played, I think 2 or 3 years here now, but it just made me appreciate the game and just the boys so much more. I know it's been a tough couple months here, and I know I've been a distraction towards them, so I kind of feel bad about that, but just to kind of bring hopefully a better vibe and just my smile, hopefully that gets the boys going here, and we could hopefully turn it around.
When you got over the shock, did you say, okay, I've got to use this time to be ready when game 42 comes around?
Yeah, absolutely. It's kind of an extended off season. I took advantage of it for sure. My body feels unreal. A lot of maturing went on during those last couple months, honestly, too. I grew up a lot, off the ice, and I think that's just going to only help me on the ice. So.
Looking back on it, what would you say your greatest lessons learned have been?
So many. Life could change in an instant, no matter what you do. I think sometimes you take it for granted how lucky we are and how blessed we are to be in this spot, and it could just be taken away from you very quickly. And I learned that pretty quick, and I've said it a million times already, but it just gives me such a greater appreciation of just getting to play hockey every day, and it's something I won't take for granted for a while now. So.
You don't want to get into the details, and I think everybody understands that, but have you had other players contact you and ask about your story so they don't make the same mistakes? Have you had conversations with players? Have they asked you about it?
Oh, yeah. Oh, for sure. And that's what I'm there for now. I'm the first one in a long time. I could be a kind of just kind of learn from my experience, and I think it was. I definitely could be. I definitely talked to a lot of people about it, especially a lot of the players, and it was. It's good that I could help them now.
Gambling is omnipresent now in professional sports. How much does the league do to support players and to avoid such another occurrence?
Yeah, I mean, it's just part of it now. I think you see it on the commercials now. It's pretty evident, but that's no excuse. I think I got to be more cautious and just more mature in what I'm doing, and I got to realize what position I'm in. And there's always going to be a microscope on professional athletes, and like I said, I kind of took that for granted. I just got to be better with it.
Can you say what the circumstances were regarding your suspension?
No, I'm not gonna. I'd rather not just kind of get involved with that. So.
Shane, how often did you watch every game, or was it hard to watch some games at the beginning?
Yeah, in the beginning it was tough, honestly. It's still hard to watch games. I think you just feel helpless, honestly, because you can't do anything about it. Especially seeing what kind of they've been going through, it just feels like I just let a lot of people down for not being here. I'm not saying I'm like a big part of it, but I could definitely try to help, and it's just definitely tough not being there. But yeah, I'm just trying to support the boys. I always text them, making sure I'm a guy that they could talk to if they want to get away from it a little bit, and so I've been trying to make sure to kind of stay in touch with them.
JVD said he wants some crisper passes on defense. Would you?
They were actually pretty tight. I think I could play D, honestly. But no, it's just like him being up here now, having Sandy around. Like those are a couple of my best friends. The past 4 years I grew up with them, so just to see those familiar faces, and it's just a comforting feeling, honestly. So just good to be back out there with them.
How long do you anticipate it's going to take you to feel ready to play a game?
I think just a little bit of the timing might be different, but I've been skating a lot. Like I've been skating every day, really ramping up. I think my conditioning will be there. Maybe some little things might have to get, my puck touches and timing, but I think it'll take 1 or 2 games, and I'll be hopefully back and contributing.
Does today feel like turning the page?
Yeah, big time. Yeah, I'm just ready to just move on with this. It's like, throughout the summer, it's been about 8 or 9 months now since I haven't kind of played hockey, and I just want to really focus on hockey here and put this all behind me. And it was definitely a learning lesson for me, and I just want to make good of it and try to get the trust back from the boys and all the fans.